One of the main things I've learned from Buckminster Fuller is don't believe anything. Only go by your own experience about everything. Really, that's what science is. But don't believe anything. I mean, you can take other people's apprehended communication, but unless you experience it, don't believe it. Don't consider it a fact. But once you experience it yourself, then you've got a hold of it. Measure it, same measurement all the time. Other people measure, same measurement. That's called a scientific generalized principle if it's always the same, like the speed of light or the ratio of leverage or gravitational relationships of masses in outer space or inner space or whatever space you want. But don't believe anything. When people go and say, I was concentrating on this fork and it twisted, it's all bullshit. But now you can anticipate other events. You can throw a rock over a house, uh, but you can't believe where it hits, unless you go and measure it. But what else should I talk about? But Bucky never said never believe anything. That's a real big deal. Only go by experience. What's the most important thing to think about is loving everybody on the planet. Making the planet a successful love fest of all humanity by changing the war tool money investment to living investment. This is, like Bucky said, this is the news of the century. And he said that last century. This is the news that there's enough to go around. You don't have to kill everybody and take what they have and have a zero sum game where somebody wins, somebody loses. Everybody can go up the mountain tied together. If somebody falls, the other guys pick them up. And there's plenty of resources for everybody. There's plenty of resources for everybody just to be paid, just to be existent, and go and study on what to do to help humanity at a research development program as each individual scientist that each person is. And it's amazing what only the impossible happens when you do this, when you act with love, consideration for all humanity.